You know, I gotta say, oh yeah, that was great. I planted this whole field during the break, and look how well it's growing.
Wow.
Isn't that impressive?
Nice.
I didn't know I had the skills. It just doesn't make any sense. I actually wanted to touch really quick on what you guys were talking about, dorm food. For those out there, which is most everybody, didn't know it, I was a resident assistant when I went to school.
Oh.
So I had a meal plan for the dorm. So it's like all I ever ate was a dorm food. So I fell in love with it.
I'm with you,
and gained some weight. Yeah, but it's okay. I lost the weight, so we're good now. But dorm food cannot compare, here's our little fun transition, to fresh from the field produce. And Sherry's with us once again from the Hunger Task Force. We're out at the farm. What are we looking at here other than crops I just planted?
Red cabbage.
Red cabbage.
Green cabbage.
Green cabbage off to the right over there.
Way the heck over there, broccoli.
Way in the back. That.
Way
over,
back.
There we go. That's the broccoli. Now you've seen it all. I just wanted to make sure.
Yes.
But it is not. It is truthfully not as easy as I made it look. There is some tending that has to take place. So you have handed me a hoe.
Yes.
To do some work. Tell me what has to get done here in the field today.
Well, we got weeds.
We got weeds.
Weed. But we don't want to kill a cabbage there, so you got to get in there. And you got to get that weed out, because that weed is actually going to grow faster than the cabbage.
Oh, ooh, you chopped a little bit.
Get it.
So it's as simple. Is this a weed
Get in
right
there,
here?
yes.
All right, so I get in here. Pull it. There, did I do it?
You did it. Look at that.
Hey, wow, you got the root. All right.
Nice job.
So it's as simple as, and do you guys have people that come out here and do this then?
Volunteers do this all day long.
Volunteers. Do you by chance need 4 volunteers?
We need 4 volunteers.
Oh, you're signing us up for all these things.
Yeah. Come on, volunteers.
Everything. Come on. You can come out and do a whole day on the farm. How's that for a story? We'll get you planting. We'll get you weeding. What else can we have the hosts do that I don't have to be here for?
They could seed in the greenhouse.
You could seed in the greenhouse.
They might even be able to harvest. They could pick tomatoes or peppers.
Harvest. You want to come pick tomatoes? Is there any fish that need to be fed or anything like that?
They could feed the fish.
Look at that. I'm going to sign you guys up for everything they got here. You're going to have a blast. I'm going to stay at the station and sit in the AC for once. It's going to be a great change of pace now.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk a little bit about what all this goes towards. You mentioned earlier you guys produce, was it 300,000 pounds?
350,000 pounds last year. We're hoping for 500,000 this year.
Whoa.
It's gonna
how
go
are you jumping
network.
so high?
We added another 20 acres.
Oh.
Last year we had a drought. This year it's been pretty wet. And so this year it's been really good for cabbage and broccoli. So we planted additional acres, and we intend to incorporate all 200 acres that we have.
Wow. And so the cabbage you were starting to say just now, I interrupted. I'm sorry for that.
Okay.
Food pantries, though.
It's going to go out to the food pantries. Food pantries, soup kitchens, and homeless shelters are going to receive all of the produce from the farm absolutely free of charge.
All right. That's great. So I've signed you guys up for everything to help them feed that. You just, let me know the date, and we'll get you out here. You're welcome. You're welcome.
You're welcome. As long as we could have lunch afterwards.
As long as they can have lunch.
Yeah, that'd be
We'll
good
serve
food,
them
right?
some lunch.
Yeah,
You'll get something.
fresh.
Some cabbage.
Thanks,
Whatever.
Jeff.
You look
Cabbage.
good in the farmer role.
Cabbage
I like
salad.
Jeff.
He does.
He does a good job.
He does. He looks really good, and that's where he's going to stay.
I would actually, that's something I would do.
Yeah?
I'd like to get out there and,
It
the
calms you
gardening
down.
thing. Not much calms me down.
Gardening's
But
good.
dirt
When you
does.
get to that level, one thing, all of my cousins who lived on much larger farms than I did, they were all jealous because we didn't have crops. We just had the turkeys. We didn't have to there was no hay, there was no corn to take in, there was nothing like that. That's hard work.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
It's 24 hours a day. You're looking at the weather, trying to figure it all out.
Yeah, so